Friends, today we are going to talk about a voice from Israel that usually gets drowned out, the voice of soldiers' mothers. Think about it. For a mother, her son is her pride, her strength, her future. When that son joins the army, yes, she feels proud. But along with pride, she also carries a heavy burden of worry every single day. And now, as the war in Gaza drags on month after month, that worry has turned into anger, pain, and protest. These mothers are saying openly, this war no longer makes sense. Our sons are dying for nothing. The pain of mothers. This war began after the Hamas attack on Israel. In the early days, the whole country was burning with rage and revenge. The nation stood united, but as the months passed, the number of casualties kept rising. Families lost their children, funerals became an everyday reality, and the grief spread from one neighborhood to another. Now, the situation is such that every street in Israel has a mother either mourning her son or praying for him to come back alive. Many of these mothers are speaking up in front of cameras. They are saying that the government and the military have no clear plan. One mother said, "They are sending our children into battle, but for what? Neither Israel is becoming safer, nor is Gaza's problem being solved." A wave of protests. It's not only students or opposition parties marching on the streets anymore. Soldiers' mothers are joining the protests. They hold posters in their hands with messages like, "Enough is enough," and "Bring our sons back." They protest outside the parliament, they march toward the prime minister's residence, and they flood social media with their demands. What are they asking for? A simple thing, a serious move toward a ceasefire. Political pressure. This wave of mothers' protests is also shaking politics in Israel. Opposition leaders are saying that if mothers themselves are crying out against this war, the government can no longer pretend that people are united behind it. Even some soldiers' fathers have spoken out, saying that this has become an endless war. And when parents say such things in public, it's a clear signal that soldiers' morale too is slowly breaking down. A mother's testimony. In one emotional interview, a mother said, "My son is only 20 years old. He just started his life. Now he is in Gaza, facing danger every day. Every night I go to bed with fear in my heart. Every phone call feels like it could bring the worst news. Tell me, what are we achieving from this war?" This is not just the voice of one woman. It is the collective cry of thousands of families across Israel. Questions about the future. Mothers are asking tough questions. Will peace come after our sons die? Are our children fighting in a war that has no end at all? This is why their voices are powerful. Because in Israeli society and politics, the voice of a mother carries huge weight. When they come forward like this, it is a clear sign that the people are exhausted. The bottom line. So, here's the reality. On one side, the government keeps insisting that this war must continue. But on the other side, mothers are crying out, "Enough is enough." They don't want their sons coming home wrapped in flags. They want their sons to come home alive. And that is the most powerful story of today. Not from the battlefield, but from a mother's heart, comes this cry, "This war no longer makes sense."